We're crashing, boys. For anybody that's watching this after the stream's already happened, it's crazy right now, all right? Let me just say that. And I think most people have not tuned in yet, so I'm just, giving them a little second to stop on by and say hi. But for all of you that are watching this after the stream has ended, what's going on? I know, actually. No, never mind. So this time it's not a question of what's going on. I kind of don't want to say out loud what it is. Anybody watching? Bitcoin is having a massive crash, all right? Let's just put that bluntly here. We're crashing hard. Our target for our longs was 59 to 60,000. If you were on the upper echelon of that, you might have actually opened up a long position just now, and you could have actually gotten a juicy amount of profit already over the past little bit here. That is just a side note. This is what we talked about on the channel a little bit earlier. But we could be at the start of something way worse. I was just chilling, all right? I had all these little dishes. I had like some what's this called? 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗧𝗧. What are the freaking green thingy-majigs called again? Seaweed. There we go. I had some seaweed. I was eating some 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗪𝗀. I was just enjoying life all of a sudden. And I guess a lot of other people were just enjoying life until the heavy news dropped, obviously. If you do not know what the news is, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of do not want to say it out loud. But, it's real. I ran there. Read between the lines, maybe. It's real, and and that's why I ran there. There's a little clash in the midst of all that. You see where I'm going with that one? And the reason I'm being skeptical is because I don't know how comfortable I can be on here. YouTube has not been too happy with my channel in the past. Let's keep let's keep it very much on the bottom here. If you look through, you can see a little bit of the text. $130 million liquidated from the crypto market after some bad stuff happened. Let's just put it like that. Damn. All right. Again, I don't want to be too. You guys are probably thinking this guy. What is he doing? But again, you guys all know how YouTube is. But this is really, really heavy, though. I mean, we have not seen a move this significant in a while. And somebody came up to me and said, Dusty, but the move itself is not that deep, right? I mean, even the one from yesterday, if we zoom out, generally speaking, it feels like nothing happened. I think for the most part, it's that the euphoria is being wiped out of people's minds. People are starting to realize it is not up only and that they shouldn't over leverage. They get a little smack to the face. Then again, it is not that crazy to see moves like this slightly before the halving. If it was just that, it would make sense in every single department, in every single way. But it's the fact that it's... Oh, my days. I'm getting liquidationists everywhere. How are you guys doing with the trades, by the way, huh? But I think it's the fact that it's just all across the board. Bitcoin down 7% over on the hour. Ethereum down 7% in an hour. BNB down 9% in an hour. Solana down 9% in an hour. XRP down 15% in just 1 hour. It's down to 45 cents. Dogecoin down 12% in an hour. You can see we are crashing hard. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a test drill. This is not a small feat. KuCoin's token, garbage anyway, but it's also down 18% in just 1 hour. These are not very normal feats. I know we see corrections every single day. And if it was on the daily, I would have also not been that. But the fact that it's 20% down in an hour, if somebody is not calling this a flash crash, yeah, it's on you, my friend, because you're just crazy a little bit. I don't want to call you ignorant, but maybe read between the lines right there. Alt layer down 15% in an hour. DYDX 60% down in an hour. And I don't even want to get us started about the weekly performance for every single thing out there. Sats 50% down, RSR 50% down, Zeta 50% down, Book of Meme 50% down. You guys have to understand that in the grand scheme of things, this ain't that big, right? But if you invested $1,000 and all of a sudden there's only like $400 left, it doesn't feel like a good time. And that's what a lot of people are witnessing right now that joined over the last little bit because their portfolios are down like 40, 50, or perhaps even more percent in a little bit of time, especially if you invested, I'm putting up a big number here. If you invested $1 million just yesterday, all of a sudden you'd only have like 800,000 bucks in a day, and that's a big thing. If you're thinking about it from, I put $1,000 in and I got a little bit less. But a lot of these coins are bleeding, ladies and gentlemen. They are bleeding so freaking hard. I don't like saying it, but it's the truth, right? These things are... Oh, that is not too good, ladies and gentlemen. That is not too good, not too good. Anyway, where are you guys watching from right now? Just quickly see if everybody in the chat can hear me. Oh, good. You guys can hear me probably. I have not checked though. Just quickly checking in the chat here real quick. You guys can see me all right? Let me take out the earpiece. Also, you guys said it looked like a homeless man, so I changed up a little bit. How's the style looking? Let me know. We got UK, we got Turkey, we got Croatia, we got Texas in the house. Yeah, buddy. We got Mali, Estonia, Canada. What's that? Is your place called Pay? That's wild. UK, Switzerland, England, Vancouver. Love you, brother. Great content. Love you, man. US, North Carolina, Netherlands, offshore Turkey, Kenya. Better. That's a nice place. Ireland, Slovenia. We got 2 Slovenians in there, huh? Morocco, Norway. All right, so we got a good representation of everybody around the world. Nobody in Asia, it seems, almost. Maybe Australia. Okay. What time are you watching this at, my friend? Damn, we got a couple of Aussies. That's wild. And we got always the North Koreans in there. Huh? Hey, guys, if you've not done it yet, though, I see we have about a 1 in 10 ratio. If you've not pressed that like button yet, make sure you do so right now. It's not going to give you anything. So if you're thinking like, oh, you're going to get something, no. You get literally nothing. But, like, yeah. You might ask, why are you not more argumentative? You know, why don't I tell you there's something in terms of reward? No, it's just, you know. You get nothing. Make sure you press that like button, though. You've got nothing to lose, though. You know it, too. Anyway, Peter says, "What? Can I hear your thoughts on Omni? It's massive. But today, guys, I'm so sorry, Peter. But today, it's not about Omni. It's not about any altcoin. Every single altcoin today is garbage. Like, truth be told, you can tell me the best story about all the backend and shit, but every single altcoin today is garbage. Like, the best of the best, garbage. Solana, garbage. Everything, garbage. Oh, but garbage. Oh, but these guys been working for 17 years. It's actually the best. No, garbage also. Why? Well, look at the price. Solana's down to $120 again. Once more, it's not like bad in the grand scheme of things, but to be down like 50% or so in a week, for some of them 50% in a month, is just really, really daunting. A lot of people in the new crypto school, I told you all, the moment I got that text last week of somebody saying, we need to go sell our house for this crypto stuff, is when I should have sold everything and just be done with it. But I thought, no, because I'm stubborn. And I thought, you know what? This crypto space is doing well. We got the halving coming up. Things are exciting. And then all of a sudden, Iran decides to do something. I think it was who instigated this? I guess it's a bigger fight. It's a bigger story. But let's see here. Only 1,000 blocks remaining until the Bitcoin halving. Obviously, only a few days. Yeah, and then this, which I shall not repeat out loud too much. Yeah, a lot of people are watching this. It's not a small deal. Yeah, so I guess major indices all around are just absolutely blowing up, huh? Damn, these numbers are not being squat. What? That I might have never seen. Wait, what? 600 million in 1 hour. What? Whoa. I don't think I've seen that before. I mean, we've seen crazy numbers. We've seen multiple billions on a day, but 600 million in an hour. That might be whoa. Let me quickly tweet that out. 600 million worth. I should put the mic away so you guys don't hear me typing like a maniac. Oh, you can still hear it, I think, huh? There we go. Perfect tweet. Oh, Zach came out with something. He says, unfollow and block all the influencers who are shilling you any of these vaporware projects to you as the next blue chip. And then you name some people. You know what's funny? This NTD, a lot of my friends were actually talking about it in a lot of our group chats. And from the outside, it looked pretty good. Now, luckily, I didn't invest. Luckily for me. But it was almost pretty close. Because very often, people are thinking like this. This is, from a lot of perspectives, not a bad will type of thing. Oh, that's kind of funny. But very often, you're just, you have certain inflows of people who say, hey, this will probably do well, and very often it does. And then sometimes you can't get completely screwed because apparently something was wrong on the back end. But even in this case here, I'm going to give some of these people the benefit of the doubt because first of all, perhaps they made crazy money on it though in the mean run. And second of all, if you have 10 bangers and one loser, I don't like this. A lot of people disagree with me on. I ordered food, by the way, so maybe at some point this guy's thinking why. Maybe the guy's like knocking on the door, thinking why is this dude screaming? Yeah. What was I telling you the story of? Oh yeah, a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I personally think, right, and maybe I'm saying something really controversial, but I'd rather have like 10 bangers that went from $1 to $10. So like, let's say I turn $1,000 into $10,000 9 times, and then my last time I get rugged hard, like full on rug. I'm talking like rug pull, the classical example. I put $1,000 in, it's 0.0. I prefer it that way than I made $7 today. Amazing. I'm playing it safe. No, I'm like go big or go home. Like it's not. We're not in kindergarten here. We're not here for fun. You know, we're not here for like entertainment purposes. No. I mean, you watch it for entertainment purposes, but that's not the goal ultimately of everything you're doing. I hope. I suppose. Dusty, where are you streaming from? The lovely Dubai, of course. By the way, which one of you guys are going to come to Token 2049 or all the events here in Dubai? It's going to be big over the next few days. Dubai is the spot for crypto stuff. At least it can be. I think Hong Kong is really nice. I think Malaysia is really nice. Singapore is really nice. Jacob says everything is down $20 or so. It's down $20, so saying XRP is dropping is dumb. Yeah, that's why I'm not saying XRP is dropping. Everything is dropping, obviously. Everything is dropping. And everything's dropping hard at that as well. This is not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. But let's quickly see how the main indices are doing. Okay, so it's Saturday, huh? Oh, okay. I was like, it says Sunday, but it's because it's past 12 p.m. Somebody says, I need a hug. Hey, my friends, guys, if you're watching this and you're feeling really bad about, this is like on a serious note, right? If you're really feeling bad about all the crazy losses right here, take a little break, take a step back, realize money ain't everything. And the way I always see it is these losses, you recoup. You'll get to a place better than you've ever been before if you want it bad enough. Don't think a loss like this is going to end everything. Even if you got liquidated, there will be better times. So don't think about it too much in a negative way. I know it might suck. It really might hurt, but you'll get over it. I've thought this so many times, ladies and gentlemen. Please understand, I've been here for so many years, right? Even me making videos, how many years have I been making videos for? I don't even know. 7 years, maybe almost 8 years I've been here making videos, crying in front of a screen. And you got to understand that I've seen every single time that this price just comes crumbling back down. You see all your money just being evaporated over months and years, perhaps. And it hurts, but you know that ultimately prices are going to be going higher. And even now, we know that there is some downside, but ultimately, if we look back in a few months from now, if we look back in perhaps December or whatever, we'll be up so much more. That's my thoughts. That's what's keeping me through all this, and that's why it's so easy for me. But I'm going to be a realistic motherfucker with you guys. If it's really the WW motherfucking it might be bad, right? I mean, it might, like, we had the whole coronavirus situation that took a little dip in our plans, right? It took a little bit too much dip on our chips. I'm not gonna lie, this one could be another outlier where no economic model can really predict the way that Bitcoin is gonna react to a mass event like that. I mean, even the price reaction right now is pretty severe. I'm gonna be honest with you, like 7% down in an hour. That ain't like kookaloo shit, you know? That's like big stuff. That's like big numbers. It's like not taller numbers no more. Ethereum below 3,000, Bitcoin back to 62, even hitting 60K. Again, I wonder if any of you guys took my trading opportunity though. I said again, the 59, 60K region is amazing. Damn. Oh, guys, somebody texted me. He's lost so much money. Hey, please, guys, if you feel bad, I'm also like, I'm a really cynical cunt, but I'm not so sure if I should be more like, oh, bro, it's gonna be fine, or just like, you know, sucks to be you, haha, don't kill yourself. I don't know what I should say. I don't know. Like, that's my style. But okay, real truth, I really do feel bad of people who lost a lot. At the end of the day, though, I'm one of the same. Like 99% of my whole portfolio is crypto stuff. So theoretically speaking, you know, we're in the same boat. Perhaps I think I might be worse off because of the amount of money that I have rolling on this. On the contrary, right? I like to make a big joke about it all. Maybe that's just my style of handling the trauma here. Tell them the same thing happened to me before. Yeah, I think everybody knows. I mean, we're all in the same industry here, guys. Who does not know that this type of stuff can happen? All of us know, right? All of us know a bleed like this happens every now and then. And it's just the way exactly in which it happens that's always surprising. No, I'm going to amend my... Let me be a little bit nicer, maybe. We got rinsed a little bit, huh? Yeah, we got schmacked around a little bit. Like, this is what it feels like to be a street hook. Never mind. Let's just conclude that we got slept around a little bit today. Oh wait, I think my food. Sorry. Thank you so much. Thank The food has arrived. I got rugged. I got rugged extremely hard, even. Oh no, that's not bueno. So, like, I ordered with something. Okay, so this is what some restaurants do, and I despise that. That's the worst. I can't complain too much. But I ordered extra of something, yeah? And they take that extra of something as, let's not add anything at all. Let's say, for example, hypothetically speaking, you want extra mango, right? But there's already mango in the dish. You put, I want extra mango, they're like, yo, this guy's getting no mango at all, zero. It's kind of funny. So I kind of got cooked here a little bit, but it's okay, you know? Is that in the bag, really? No, I got cooked for real, for real. No, they didn't want me to be unhappy. I guess, you know what? If we're getting screwed over in the markets, might as well get screwed over everywhere. Why not, huh? Holy smokes, though, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving down even further. Uh-oh. That's not looking amazing. Damn. Let me check the damage today, huh? You know, matter of fact, I think this might be. Where's my other phone? This might be. Give me a second. Okay, we've lost a phone, which is not an issue, but I'd prefer to have this one right now to check some. Ah! In another room, we have it. All right. Hey, we're bouncing, boys. Let's see if this is the worst loss I've ever had in my life. Because it could actually be that today I've lost the most money I've ever lost in a single day. Let's check it out. Let's give it. Yes. This is officially officially the worst financial day in my entire life. I've never lost as much money as I have lost today. I think. I have sort of, depending on how you see it. The second or the kind of similar day is when the whole Luna thing came down and I lost all my UST. But this, for my cryptos, if we're not talking about stablecoins, this is the worst day I've ever had in my life. That's interesting. Tristan says, ain't a loss to you sell. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I do not worry about these things because I understand the game. So again, one thing you can do is just not look, which is what I used to do, like an ostrich. Just never take a look at it. But very often, I think it's also nice to realize the game you're playing. You understand that for something to go up, it must, for something that's strong and up, it needs to sometimes come back down. Every single one of you men know that. And unrealized, please, people unrealized. Let's stop this whole discussion of unrealized. No. We're not talking about the same thing, perhaps. If you're buying into something, right? You start out with $1, and all of a sudden it became worth 10. If it's not a shitty meme coin and that's illiquid as shit, you couldn't sell. No, if you can sell it, I consider that to being you now have got $10 because you can sell it if you want to. Right? If it's a meme coin, it just has the value of that. If you have a company and we value it to be that, I can now value many things at a certain price. No, that's not really what I have. I'm talking about whatever you have liquid if you want it to be. But that's also because, again, if everything is in crypto, that's basically just your money, right? There's no distinction between, no, I have real money and then it's all money. If you don't think so, then... Sorry, I guess I'm just looking at the price while I'm speaking to you. It feels like every single time I start talking about something, the price just dips more. Ooh. But I personally think unrealized gain. No, it's not. It's a discussion for little kids that consider crypto to be a little, very much on the side thing. If crypto is really one of your main things, then unrealized, it's all the same. It's just your money, basically. That's the way I see it. And so if your pockets are down, you're down. Then again, to make a lot, you need to lose a lot. That's also my philosophy. Blue says, keep your head up and don't get emotional. The worst thing you can do in a market like this is get emotional, do crazy things. Oh, please. It's a bleed. We actually know what's causing it. If you do not know, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Should I just go tweet it out maybe, perhaps? I mean, I think by now everybody knows, right? Ansem has a good point. Yes, let me sell my Bitcoin because, WW is starting as the only decentralized and uncensorable hard store of value that transcends borders across the globe, while gold is at an all-time high and inflation is still above average levels. Yes, this sounds like a fantastic idea. So what's being flushed out is all these garbage altcoins. I'm not going crazy. There's like a little fly thingy coming around. I really hope so. Bitlord says, you all deserve to be rugged. Don't cry about it. Bitcoin archive. So Bitcoin plunges $6,000 in minutes after reports of, a specific country launching a specific amount of things towards another place for some reason for their something being something by somebody else earlier this month. Damn, I don't want to say any of that. Okay, let's quickly see. Which one of you guys are at a loss right now? Come on, don't lie. Let's see here. The reason I'm asking is some people actually have crazy shorts open that we saw yesterday. Some people have some massive shorts. No, because the other nomads says we all are. I don't think so. I think there must be one guy who's laughing his freaking ass off after the whole yesterday's debacle. He probably opened some crazy shorts and he's just laughing his ass off looking at this chat. He's just looking at all those tears, eating them all up, just enjoying himself. Probably pulling himself a little bit on the table. I mean, if I was him, I don't have those crazy shorts, but I understand. Right, my brother? You don't have to apologize for that. And now comes a funny discussion where I told my friend, we should, shit coins, you should never hold them too long. And he says, oh, but very often they go even better. And I said, yeah, but you shouldn't hold them too long. And he says, yeah, but you should. And now look who was right. I didn't take my own advice, but I was right, though. And that's the most important part. The food, by the way, is like a little bowl of sorts. But I had some extra things, but they didn't add it, which is kind of sad. And I had my seaweed salad and a bao bun or whatever while we're watching everything bleed. I mean, what else do you want, right? What else do you want with you to watch the whole market bleed like this? Can you name of a better duo? Like a little fruit bowl of sorts. And guys, you don't have to keep saying how much you guys have lost. I know it's not a good time, but just know we're all in this together, right? If you've lost something, you gotta work freaking hard to make it back. That's the most important thing you gotta understand in all this, right? If you've lost every single dollar you had, you better get back to square zero and start grinding ever harder than ever before. Because what else are you gonna do? Be sucker forever? I hate my life forever. Nah, I mean, let's go. Can't be that, right? So, regardless of what situation you're in, I guess you gotta up the game a little bit. Even me myself, as I said, it's the worst day financially I've ever had. You think I'm crying over this? You think I'm gonna go to bed now? I should have sold now. You make calculated decisions every single day, right? You thought for yourself, should I sell, should I keep? No, it made sense to keep it. So what's the philosophy now? Well, now we're thinking of where do we enter again into the market so hard with all the some money we had on the sidelines, or potentially a new position or something of the sorts, to hopefully just get started back on the right loop. Because we all know if we look back a few months from now, all will be fine, right? It's a nice shopping session that we get right now. It's just annoying for your main portfolio. But ultimately, I don't think it's bad. I think actually the price is going down. I said it before. What's his name again? What's the billionaire's name? What's the billionaire's name? Let me just type in billionaire VC. Let me see who comes up. Which are some of the guys? What's his name? I had a saying about him like a few days ago. I should hedge fund actually. Here we go. Hedge fund. Why didn't I type it in before? Even now, I forgot his name though. I'm looking at his face, but actually, there's a couple that could. 𝗓𝗏, there we go. Bill Ackman. I can't find his little saying. Ackman, markets down lower. I'm trying to find his little saying where he says you should basically be happy when prices are crumbling down and unhappy when things are going up, instead of the opposite way. And I said it in a video like a day or three ago. It's kind of funny how my philosophy came in pretty clutch. Not like I acted upon it fully, but came in quite clutch. Matter of fact, you see, this is funny about trading crypto, right? I told you guys as well, this area, like the 59 to 60K region, is a really good area to start longing again. You know how many comments I received of people saying, Dusty, why are you so bearish? Why do you keep saying 59? I said, worst case scenario, you go to 50. Why do you think 50 is possible? Why do you keep saying that? I'm like, well, because it does make sense from some perspectives. We've gone up so fast, so hard, so crazy. Coming down is not bad. It's not outside of margin of what's normal. Especially if you consider that in bull markets, a 30% drawdown, 35%, 37%, it happens pretty often. I just never expected the altcoins to have such a crazy massive bleed. And I guess that's because the severity of which Bitcoin has gone down now, even though it doesn't look that much over a weekly scale or so, it's a lot for like an hour or two. Dusty, are your bots wrecked? Go check it out. I think the Bybit ones might not be in the best position, but I don't think it's too bad actually because the price has not gone down that much. Like again, the bots are just trading Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is actually kind of fine. It's only if you had a portfolio of anything other than Bitcoin that you're like crying right now. because most altcoins are down 20%. Bitcoin's only down like what, 8, 9. So I think my bot will be fine. I think my bot can be fine anyway for a pretty good binge. I just might need to add some margin. But I'll check later where exactly I need to add margin at. No, my bot now can run until 50K, but I think it can actually run further if I just add some margin. Anyway, but yeah, so for anybody wondering what's going on, I think we all know. We all know exactly what's going on, which is not the hard part. I guess it's just about understanding that this also is part of the game, right? My wallet's crying. Yes, my friend. Your wallet should be crying today. Everybody's is. Everybody wallet is crying today. Then again, these numbers that we're seeing right now, I've not seen these numbers in a while. I'm not talking about like the 4 hour or the daily. It's about the 1 hour that we just saw. Then again, the whole last couple of days have just been wild. Let me refresh this. Let's get a fresh chart on this. You see? It's just been 2 days of bleeding in a row. We've also not seen that like ever, basically. Oh, wait a minute. Let me complain about my food order. I'm actually not happy with this. That screwed me over. Yeah. I'm just scrolling through to see if anybody else is saying anything new, if anything crazy popped up just quite yet. I'm not sensing it. So I guess what can happen still, though, is an escalation of the situation that we are currently facing. And if you have no idea what that situation is, ladies and gentlemen, I highly suggest you to go over to my my Twitter. I'll just retweet some stuff every now and then whenever I see something popping up. I think it might be wise, actually, to go listen to some... I missed again. Accuracy about 1%. It might actually be wise today to go over to some Twitter spaces, kind of look around a little bit. You know, skip your grifters and every single individual that's just, you know, garbage. I think this is a joke account, but still, he says 4.1 million down on Sol. Gainsy says, I don't have Wi-Fi and can't turn my phone into a mobile hotspot, so I can't actually use my ledger. This is where I would go all in, buy the freaking dip. Well, I mean, if he did so 41 minutes ago, 51 minutes ago. Right now it's 1:06, so that would have been about 1, let's say, you know, 12 o'clock or so. Yeah, it could have definitely been a good idea, even if it was slightly afterwards. Even right now, like, relatively, the prices are very, very low. I'd personally prefer to actually get back to this region, obviously. So basically, this is where I would like to go to. But theoretically speaking, the dip here was low enough to be eligible to be bought. And I will be honest with you in saying, you can have all the best TA skills in the world, right? But let's be honest here. If the WW squad comes in hot running, I mean, you could have done all your preparation, but you're going to get wrecked. And I'm not saying that because Bitcoin is stupid all of a sudden. I'm saying that because people get too emotional. People get too irrational, they get crazy. And that's obviously when prices start moving in the direction that you don't want it to move. Which could be up, could be down, you don't know, because people go act crazy then. At the end of the day, regardless of what happens, crypto does make sense. Bitcoin makes sense. The argument can definitely be made as to why it should go up. But people sometimes act in a crazy manner. And that's what we're seeing right here. People doing crazy stuff. Why is this a press release? What is that type of title? Crazy. Yeah, I guess everybody's talking about it, huh? I guess you can't really deny it now as well, right? There's just one big thing that's happening. And it's crazy that yesterday it was like relatively small, but the stock markets took such a big hit. But today it's really... Is that insider trading, you guys think? Is that people, already pushing it down knowing something? Then again, while we are all fearful, right? There are so many people who are just buying it all up. And from that perspective, shouldn't we be happy to be able to buy at these prices? Right? Think about it. Why would Bitcoin actually, if you think about the whole situation, why would Bitcoin act negatively because of all that? It really doesn't make sense just quite yet. I mean, I didn't really think about it too much, but now that I'm really thinking about it, it's kind of stupid, like to the highest degree. Why is anybody selling? Just because they're afraid that others might sell? It's November all over again. Look at gold. Let me open another one. Let's open that bad boy up. Which one is a nice one? Let's go for TVC. Damn, people. Whoa. I know. Oh, wait, what's going on? Normally, I never see people talking about gold. All of a sudden, it's a hot topic, huh? What's happening here? Whoa. All right. That's interesting. So I was just looking at the discussion around gold for a second here, but wait, is this bullish or bearish? I don't know. I mean, what is this? This is a crazy spike we just saw. Oh, wow. Gold also had a massive crash, huh? But wait a minute. Look at how good gold's been doing quite recently here. Wow, that's Peter Schiff must be shivering in his boots. Wow. We're falling hard on gold, my friends. Damn. Well, that was actually Friday, I think, right? So this is yesterday, but what time? Is this good or bad? It's a big move, but are you guys, because I saw a lot of people theorizing about this over on Twitter, but I still don't know how to perceive it. I can make arguments for both sides here. You're saying Pax Gold on crypto. Yeah, but everything basically is falling, right? And partially, I guess it was anticipation because some parties knew it was going to happen. No, but the reason I'm saying it's bad or good, from a certain perspective, gold coming down can be seen as a, people are not trusting the economy, not trusting the government, so they go for gold. But then it's the opposite because gold's falling down. Then again, you would think they're not going for indices, they're not going for the S&P, they're not going for, so they're going for gold. So, but if that's not the case, where are they putting the money in? Well, fiat then. But yeah, maybe. Maybe we should check the dollar index for fun. Yeah, arguably it's doing okay. Not out of the ordinary. But an argument could be made for that. David says gold would fall too if there's fear of a certain thing. But even then, what are people going for? You guys are saying petroleum. Not too many suggestions here. It's really interesting to back with this one. Roy says, see, the opportunity of investing is good for everyone, but not everyone investing knows how to do these things. For these type of people, majority nowadays, is just a pump and dump rich quick scheme. Learn people before investing and then do it, and don't listen to all the noise and chaos. And I think his point becomes, if you're a real seasoned investor, you know that this is market volatility. It's going to happen. Things come up, come down. And you usually try to buy when things are lower. You try to sell when things are higher. You don't get panicked when things come crumbling back down. You don't get too excited when things are coming up because you know that the good times will be over, but you also know that the bad times will be over too. I guess his point maybe is that if you learn that system, then all volatility is good volatility perhaps. And that it's not a get rich quick, but it's, hopefully get rich and stay rich over time. But Angelica's point, we're seeing people panic selling. On the contrary, you don't know if it's actually just, the general populi or if they're too afraid to move anything at all, and if it's just actually institutions. Okay, so Demond says, why is all markets crashing? My friend, if you still don't know why everything's crashing, take a look at my Twitter. Go to Twitter. If you can't find it out there, then this is not for you, my friend. But just go to Twitter, because I don't want to say it out loud, but we're seeing a little bit of an issue, a WW issue, if you know what I mean. If you don't know, go to Twitter. If you still can't figure it out, it's going to be a long journey for you, my friend. Because we're all basically, all our investment decisions now have to be based on, I think, escalation. However, if we're talking about Bitcoin investments, the reason it's so difficult is because escalation, theoretically speaking, is bullish. If you think about it, if everything becomes questionable, Bitcoin should be a good answer. But then again, prices are acting the opposite of what, would have been logical. Twitter name, buddy, the DustyBC. Very easy to find. Right here. And you go to my profile, and you scroll a little bit down, and you'll find exactly what's going on right in this picture right there. And if you can't see it over there, you can, so don't worry about it. You'll find it. Damn. What a crazy time, though. Uh-oh. Scott went crazy. Opening up a $6.5 million slot long. Just 15 minutes ago. What a maniac. But I think he had a $30 million Bitcoin long or Ethereum, I don't remember. And I think I saw it being open at 69,000 or so. So he must have been hurt hard. I think he had a good stop loss, but still, it might have cost him $1 million. Who knows? Those who made watch purchase. Oh, no, that's different. Answer says, this is nothing compared to March. Yeah. You see, I'm only comparing this to March of 2020, where everything just came crumbling down so hard and so massive and so crazy. And by the way, isn't it funny that this always happens over the weekend? Like, from a certain perspective, I think this is where people's emotions take over and the institutions stop everything that they're doing. They're like, oh, let's let the people go for a little second. And it just turns all into chaos. And when they're here, they make sure the prices move that crazy. But then the weekend starts and people just go bananas. It's kind of funny how that works. Yeah, but what else is there to cover, guys? I'm just looking around, seeing if something new is covered or something, or a crazy move, but we're just slowly but steadily moving up in price, but then come crashing down like every couple of minutes again. So, you know, we're slowly building up and then we come crashing back down. So there's really not too much to say or see until we break out of this little pattern of ours. But it might be a little while before that happens. Like, honest truth, might take a while. Yeah. On the side here, I'm just looking through a couple of news sites, seeing if some of this crazy is happening. Somebody says, this is my first dump experience. Yeah. Welcome to the club, buddy. Preslav says, did somebody do a comparison about previous fractals and the current state? Depends on which fractal you're referring to, my friend. I mean, we have a bigger comparison. And on my, let me see, it's not a good comparison that I have on my Twitter just now. But it showcases some of the, yeah, it depends on which fractal you're looking for, actually. Looking for the 2021. So how we came down in this crash right here. But again, the way we're looking at things, everything is quite different than all these previous runs. It's most similar to the 2013 to 2016 run, which was a price. Yeah, but even then, I guess every cycle has some kind of strange parts. Whereas in the 2017 or whatever cycle, we had this end crash here. And in the 2021 cycle, let's call it whatever, we had that double top, that crazy double little top. And in this cycle, or I guess still the same cycle, we hit an all-time high before we usually do it. Normally we hit the all-time high in the next cycle, but here we hit it in the previous cycle, so to speak. A lot of crazy things happening right now as we speak. David says, is this the start of the bear market? Are we still going to see a pump after the halving? Well, I'd say right now everything very, very much around the halving is a little mystery. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a little mystery because this is a crazy macro event. But it does not seem as if the bull market is likely, bear market is likely. I mean, again, if you just look at the chart that I've got right here, right in front of you, and you look at that, then where would a bear market usually start? Well, yes, not right here. The bear market usually starts, let's say, when this thing kind of comes to an end at some point. So significantly further away, let's call that. So no, it's not likely. It's possible, but not, likely. It doesn't seem like a logical solution to anything. David says, tell you what is happening is more telephone calls ongoing in and out of Africa for long durations of people speaking to each other. Okay. David says, thank you for answering my question. All good, all good. Bear market starts below 53,500. No, I think even if we hit $50,000, we'll still be fine. It's not that big a deal. Because if you look back, it's not that long since we hit these prices, right? Like the beginning of the year, we were at like 46, 49K. So it's only when you really start going towards the low 40s that people get really, really scared. But this, if you really take a good look at it, we're back at prices from when? Let's see. We right now are back to prices from March 20th. So for any of you guys saying, this must be the bear market. I'm so afraid. No. Man, get some balls maybe, because we're back like to prices of like 3 weeks ago, my friend. Okay, take a little chill pill. It's only when you look at altcoins to the fullest capacity, it's like, okay, they're down a pretty good bunch. But even then, it's like, well, yeah, because Bitcoin is crashing a little bit. And it's the fear, it's the shock. But realistically, nothing is telling us that it's a bear market from now forward. Nothing in this makes it seem, yeah, everything's over. Never, crypto is going to go down forever. This is like the worst point to ever get in. We should sell everything now, never come back. No, I didn't feel that way for a second, but hey. And I like blue in there. Scared money don't make no money. I tried to show it to you, but I failed. Don't worry about it, though. You heard it, so that was like good enough, I think. Somebody says, should I buy some cryptos? Man, I mean, it's, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. It's riskier because we're in a really volatile time. People are doing crazy things. And if everybody's saying, should I sell? Should I sell? Sometimes things go worse. It sometimes happens. Especially when you're down this much, sometimes you get a good capitulation event. And I got to remind you guys that this is what the bear market felt like a little bit, where every single day you just keep looking and it's just down more and more and more. But ultimately, I don't know, I've gotten numb to it. Like, realistically speaking, these prices don't really hurt me at all. I think it's kind of nice. And the thing is, I've just never lost as much money in a day on altcoins. That's why it's like kind of strange. But on the opposite side, I also think it's a good reminder to people to sometimes make sure you have some profit here and there. Make sure you don't always stay stuck in the rat race of trying to get more and more and more coins, but also, you know, maybe buy some cool shit with it every now and then. Maybe, huh? Just maybe. Anyway, if, all right, this is the most important thing I'll give you. If you could go back in time and you could be placed anywhere on this map, right? Anywhere that you would have chosen. Obviously, you would have chosen as early as possible. You probably would have chosen this spot right there in the bottom left. However, if I said, if I placed you anywhere on this map ever in the history, would you be happy with that? Well, you'd say, yeah, except for maybe perhaps this spot. But even here, right? Even if I placed you at this spot on the map, you'd know. If you just, you know, you started there and you just kept buying your way down lower, then right now you'd be making a freaking ton. It's not as if this is the highest point ever. No, because we reached a higher point now. But it's also not as if you reach this point, that even when it's going down, you wouldn't have made money a little bit afterwards. So it's just on the very, very short term, it can look really, really painful. It might not look nice. A lot of people are pointing out, Dusty, oh, wow, look at the triple top. Look at the bottom. All right. If you guys predicted that this was happening, you know, this whole debacle here, then please send me a message. If you knew that this announcement was going to be coming out today, I want to shake your hand because you probably made $1 billion today. And if you didn't make at least $1 billion or $2 billion, then I don't want to shake your hand. I take it back because you're bad at life and trading and everything. So everything is still screaming bull market. If you're worried about this, reevaluate strategy first. It's not like unusual. Please don't think that if you're fearful now that it's something strange. Everybody has a rational fear of losing money. It's not fun. To nobody, regardless of how much money you have, a person with $10 could feel more fear than a person with $1 billion. On the opposite side, a person with $1 billion could still fear for his money every single day. Everybody's different. Everybody's got emotions. It's not strange. It's not weird. It's the control that matters. So knowing that the fear is there, okay, everybody has it because everybody knows there's some fear. But the control over it, to not let it rule you, to not let it make you make a stupid decision, that's the crucial part here. You got to do whatever's best for you, not whatever feels best at that specific point in time because your emotions said so. Somebody says, when are you taking profits? What do you mean profits, my dude? When am I realizing my loss, you mean? But even that, again, if you have no tax, man, which I don't, all right, there's no realizing profit. It's all just money. And I personally see crypto being the same as real fiat money. I don't really see a difference between the two. If you have it in crypto, it's a little bit more volatile than if you have it in fiat currency, but I see it the same way. So there's no one profit, no, there's no, what am I going to profit it to? To more Bitcoin, to more other cryptocurrencies? To stablecoin? And then what? Eventually I use the stablecoin to buy more cryptocurrency. So, yeah. 𝗕𝗂𝗓𝗓 says, we've got a lot of MicroStrategy, which is linked to Bitcoin. Yes, that's true. That's very much true. And 𝗕𝗓𝗂 says, it's not a loss until you sell. I disagree. Yeah, I disagree. If your money is looking down, it's still a loss. But I don't mind the loss. But that's the same as saying you making money now because your investments are really amazing. It's not a win until you cash out. Again, if your philosophy is to always be a fiat person, to always think about money in the bank, or you're a trader in that department, then it's true. Then I agree with you. But if you have the same philosophy that I do, which is it's all just money, then that kind of leaves. And so would you sell? This again, wait, why are you guys saying a street what? What did I say? To get back to that, would I sell? Sell what exactly? All the Bitcoin? All the altcoins? No, why would I sell it now? That's stupid. If you sold like a few days ago, yeah, you made a pretty good decision. If you're selling now, you're anticipating things to come crashing down hard, right? So you want to buy the dip even further, or you want to just skip the industry forever. If you want to skip the industry forever, might as well sell at any point and just never look back. You have at least some money. Fair. If you want to sell now and buy the dip, you might as well just short it with some additional money instead of selling everything and buying back. So at least like you're potentially making some money while keeping your assets safe in case of a market recovery, because you never really know. And the point being here, I don't really like selling. I like to just buy more and sell one altcoin for the other, but I don't really like stablecoins too much. I don't really like the safety of everything. But you know, if I had to put it on a scale from 1 to 1,000, where how likely it was to sell right now, I put it at 999. The reason I didn't put 1,000 is because there's probably something even more stupid that could happen where I wouldn't sell. But like, there's not a single straight in my hair that's thinking, oh, let me just sell everything now and be done. Which is kind of like, let's be honest here. We as investors are kind of stupid in the freaking brain. Like a mass exodus event like we're seeing right here, it should kind of trigger people's brains earlier, right? And be like, you know what? Let me just quit all this volatility. Let me go get myself a little farm, get myself a couple of like grains or whatever. Just start this crypto stuff. Too stressful. Let me go back to farming. Let me get a little trucky thing. Let me get a couple of sheep, a dog, maybe 2 dogs or some, you know, a couple of pigs, a little, what's that thing called? A cow, a kangaroo, pick it, right? And just get back to the basics, which is still stress, but a different stress. But no, we are degenerates. We look at this like, guys, I just had $1 billion in this dog 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓, and all of a sudden, it's only worth $72. Oh no. No, we are kind of stupid, but you know, scared money don't make no money, and I think it's kind of funny still. Like it's the space I love. So people are talking about Ripple XRP in the chat. Man, XRP is not having a field day, ladies and gentlemen. It's having a field day, I guess, in a negative way, the most negative way possible. It's not having a good day right now. EOS has also only been garbage for like years now, huh? Is there any EOS is like one of the worst cryptos in existence. If you disagree, prove it with actual things. But to me, EOS is one of the absolute most garbage projects that exist in crypto. And nobody can disagree with me on this one. It's fact. If you disagree, yeah, you know, I probably know why. Oh no. Flash crash, yes. So somebody in the comments said it's not a flash crash. You're crazy, my friend. When I talked about it yesterday. Hey, by the way, if you're not subscribed yet, you might want to do so. Because I told you guys, I told y'all yesterday, if something crazy happens, I'm going to be here for y'all. And who is here when everything comes crumbling right back down? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's me. There's probably a lot of others, but me, I was also here. Why? Because I care about you. Think about it. I get nothing from streaming this now, taking my time in the middle of the night. It's 1:30 a.m. to go stream this. What do I gain? Oh, 7 subscribers. I mean, yeah, that's actually kind of cool, I guess. So I have something to gain. For the most part, I'm like, well, you know what? I made a promise yesterday. If something crazy happens, regardless of what time at night, I'm going to go stream it. I made a promise yesterday. I kept it. It's kind of like an implied contract between you and I, right? You subscribe to the channel, you put the notifications bell on, and I make sure that whenever something crazy happens, I'm here. And sometimes I'm eating, you know, sometimes I'm not, but. Okay, I don't want to. Usually don't want to say these things, right? Because I don't think it's really nice. But many people don't realize that this fear that you're having right now, that everybody, regardless of how much money you have, you still have the underlying fear. Like I said before, I have 0% doubt that crypto will recover better. But something in my brain still says, but I could just also cash everything out now, be happy, and be done, and not have any stress ever. But I know it's not the best idea. I know I'm not going to do it. There's not even 1% chance that I would. And again, like I said, rationally, I know it's not a smart idea to do that. But in my brain, there's still something poking me, which I said that's what everybody has, of thinking, damn, I should just sell more. I should just be like, oh. And also that regret of I should have sold more earlier. Everybody has it. And I think it didn't change when I had almost no money versus now that I have a good, I'm pretty good. I think it didn't change. And the same thing, I think when I had less knowledge about crypto stuff, it might have actually been easier for me even, because then I had, it was more of a, oh, things are down, haha. And now it's more of a, oh no, this is like everything you've been working for all these years. This has been what you've been investing time and effort into for all these years. So I guess even though I had less money and less running on it back then, you would think you'd care less then, or you'd care more, I guess, because you have less money, so you'd care more about all the money moves. But then, you see what I mean? If you have less money, you have less money to care about. If you got more money, you got more money to care about. If you've been in it less time, you'd think that you'd be less seasoned of an investor, so you'd care more. On the opposite side, if you've been in it for so long, you care more because it's your baby, maybe. You understand? Everything. Somebody says just what happened. I want to say everything is kind of relative, but I don't think the parameters just change ever so slightly, but the equation very much so is still like the same. If you get where I'm coming from. And if it's really stressing you, then you're in it wrong. Because even though I may lose so much money, right? I could build a whole freaking planet with this almost, I feel. I don't really stress about these things. If somebody says pull up the XRP to BTC chart, I kind of don't want it, my friend. I don't like torturing myself that way. You guys want to see the XRP BTC chart? You sure? Oh, no. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. As expected, it's come crumbling back down. Yeah, it's not too good. Yeah, XP holders are not having a good day today. It's not the worst, like historically speaking, but it's definitely not good. Oh, damn. Somebody says way too quiet. Is the microphone quiet? What's going on? A lot of Loopy says it's the same as every other chart. Fair enough. I mean, it's not like all these altcoins are doing better than XRP is, but I think XRP's is a little bit worse than a lot of others, to be honest with you. I mean, perspective, this is Sol versus Bitcoin. Then again, this chart is less old, so, give it a ETH BTC. Yeah, your arguments are invalid, my friend. I don't know what you're trying to say, but Litecoin is so garbage. If you're still buying Litecoin in 2024, I'm not sure what's going on, where you're getting your crypto news from. Maybe just switch over to DustyBC Crypto News, because you're clearly lacking any sort of anything. You're lacking a lot of things, perhaps. ICP, I think ICP is one of the worst performers in a long time. Man, every single time I talk about ICP, people come in the comments and say, oh, ICP is the most undervalued type of crypto ever. I guess ICP kind of screwed itself up with that initial wick here to 3,000. What happened there, huh? Damn. Yeah. I mean, you can tell me a lot, but you can't tell me this looks really good. Then again, it's actually been picking up the pace quite nicely. Going from $2 to like $20 in a little while. ICP had a pretty good run here. Didn't even know that. Anybody doing anything crazy? Worth noting? Worth putting on the map? Oh, I like this one. Hey, buddy. How's my little trading lord doing? You know, you can always come home, huh? We're still very proud of you. I like that. Sat says, the last time I lost this much money in a few-day window, I had to go play CSGO 14 hours a day for a year straight. This time it's different. It's Counter-Strike 2. Man, you know what's funny? Even earlier today, I was thinking of actually downloading a freaking game. I don't even know what. Like, Picket. Like, not Picket. No, that time's long. Last time's long gone. What's the game? Like, I know it's Team Fight Tactics or something. I thought about a lot of games, actually, but I saw that one just now. Or just something else. I have Elden Ring. I played Elden Ring. Elden Ring was nice. Just to alleviate yourself from looking at the screen. You know, you want to know the easiest way to get over all this? It's to really just not look. You know what I told my best friend? And actually most of my family, I say this. I have many different ledgers, and I have them on different places in different accounts. On my phone, for example, this phone, I cannot do anything because I don't have the ledgers. I'm just saying I can look at some of them. And because I just have a couple per, like, guys, you know how I was, you know, I had a little good deal with Ledger going. I might have 40 of them motherfrickers by now. I think the last time I told you guys I had like maybe 21 or so, but some time has passed. I did some reorganizing. I got a lot of those motherfrickers. Why? Because sometimes I get a little bit crazy with organizing these things. I get a little bit over cuckoo, and because I'm a little bit paranoid when it comes to storing money, because it's my baby, you know, it's what I like to do. I like to think about all that stuff. Anyway. But I told myself, what I will never do in my life again is think about how much money I have, because then you can lose things. If I know I'm just investing in crypto and the market's coming down, oh, it's not too bad. But when I know exactly how much I've got and I see the number go down, man, it feels like assault. It feels like I'm being, like I'm a 13-year-old boy in the woods and a big man is going, no, I don't like that. You know, that idea is just, it hurts me. You know, I don't like that too much. Nah, it doesn't feel good. I don't like being abused like that. But when I don't know, it doesn't really hurt too much. And that might sound really stupid to a lot of people, but to me, it makes the most amount of sense ever. Just, you know, as long as I know, hey, somebody texted me, are you in Dubai? Of course I am in Dubai, my friend. People are asking about Dubai filming permits. Yeah, that's difficult. I saw some really, really big streamer, I think Neo, he had some issue with streaming, huh? I think you can't just fully record everything outside. I'm not so sure, though. People often say really interesting things about Dubai, but honestly, guys, it's a really awesome place in a lot of ways. Like, you know, I never hear any bad stories from the people around. Maybe if you do bad stuff, you have bad things coming for you. Or if you're coming here to purely work, you know, as a working class, so not behind your computer, but just like really work, might not be, you know, top tier. But it could be in a lot of places the same way. For me personally, I think it's the best place I've ever lived in. It's really amazing in every single thing. Everything's convenient, everything's simple, everything's 24/7. The rules are great. I mean, I can't say anything negative about it, to be honest. So I don't get the criticism too much. For me, best place I ever lived, hands down. Feel safe every single day, walking around, all good. You can have any watch you want. I mean, fines, never had a fine ever in my life, guys. Fines and punishment for what? What are you gonna do? What do you do that's so wrong? Maybe for the car, fines and shit, but it's everywhere. Just don't break the rules. Guys, it's very normal rules. Like what people say about China sometimes, right? Like, oh, they're watching you. You don't notice that stuff at all. It's not like you're like, oh, yeah, this must be. You don't notice. You just live your life. You don't do any crazy stuff. All is fine. All is good. You live a really happy life. But I understand if you're into, you know, different things. If you like more of the freedom, you know, you want to be in the outer edges of freaking Colombia where nobody's watching you. Hey, yeah, everybody got their own thing. What do you think of Ondo? Ondo's nice. Ondo's really, really good. Ondo's good, for sure. All the smart money is in base memes. The smart money today is not in base memes, my friend. But, yeah. I'm more so thinking of the whole situation here when it comes to escalation. how are things going to be looking like over the next few hours and a little bit. Like in front of me, I've been seeing a couple of videos. I'm not going to show them to you. I don't even want to retweet them. I'll just quickly show you the account here. This guy is sharing a lot of film. Let's just put it like that. And I don't want to show you here on YouTube, but it's interesting. Maybe it's something we should make a Kick as well, I think, or some. What are the other streaming platforms? Like I don't know the names anymore of other streaming platforms, but where you could just talk about anything. You know, I can go full on mode. Yeah, some people are pointing other things out, but yeah, whatever. I guess we'll be fine. Anyway, escalation-wise, we're keeping it in the back of our heads. But honestly, guys, I'm not too worried about our crypto portfolios. I still feel really, really good. Man, the timeline here is not doing good. Holy smokes, people, you guys are okay? Damn. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to end the stream, though, because I have nothing else to say. And I can go on the same tangent for an hour, but I don't want to keep you guys here for too long, right? I don't want to keep you guys here. I'm so appreciative that you guys all tuned in so quickly. Make sure you put the notification bell on. If something crazy happens, I'll be live streaming. Again, it is right now 2 a.m. But if something happens at 5 a.m., I'll get slapped back into life, get right back into the screen, and start blabbering. If you want to know what's going on, go to my Twitter. If something crazy happens, I'll keep you up to date. Now I just went for a live stream, of course. Dubai tax. There's some new tax rules coming up, but as of this point, there was no tax. But I think there's new tax rules coming up. It might be some percentage or so. But let's see. 𝗕𝗓 is still kind of okay, but you know, not right now, obviously, because you know, but I guess the best recoveries are also in the crazies of coins, though. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Put the notification bell on. If you don't have the notification bell on, make sure you do it right now. You've got nothing to lose. You've only got to win. You can always skip the video, but you can never take it back. You know, you always should wish you had the notification. Dusty, can you say my name? Don't be like that, bro. That's a little bit like that's sus, bro.